The internet as we know it might be dying, and the killer is hiding in plain sight at the top of your Google search results. Picture this, you search for something on Google. Before you even see the familiar blue links you've clicked on for decades, there's now an AI-generated summary sitting right at the top of the page. It gives you the answer you need. You never click through to any website. Google wins, you get your answer, but the websites that created that information, they just lost a visitor. Multiply that by billions of searches, and you've got a crisis brewing that nobody's talking about. Here's what's actually happening. A year ago, Google rolled out something called AI overviews, those instant answers that appear before traditional search results. New data shows these AI summaries are getting 49% more impressions than before. Sounds great for Google, right? But here's the catch. Clicks to actual websites dropped by 30%. That's nearly a third of web traffic just gone. Think about what that means. Every website you visit, your favorite news sites, recipe blogs, travel guides, shopping sites, they all depend on people finding them through search engines. It's how the internet has worked for over 2 decades. You search, you click, you visit. That simple cycle built the entire web economy. But AI is breaking that cycle. When AI gives you the answer directly, why would you click through? It's like having a friend who reads every book in the library and then just tells you what's in them. Convenient for you, devastating for the authors. The numbers are brutal. Travel and tourism websites saw their search traffic drop 20% in just 1 year. News and media sites lost 17%. E-commerce down 9%. Finance and food sites each lost 7%. Fashion and lifestyle down 5%. These aren't small dips, they're massive shifts happening right now. Kevin Indig, who studies search optimization, ran tests with 70 people. When Google shows AI overviews, people click through to websites way less. But when those AI summaries aren't there, click rates jumped to 28% on desktop and 38% on mobile. The AI is literally intercepting traffic that would have gone to websites. Here's where it gets really interesting. Matthew Prince, CEO of Cloudflare, the company that protects huge chunks of the internet, dropped some mind-blowing statistics at an event in France. 10 years ago, for every 2 pages Google crawled on the web, it sent 1 visitor to a website. Fair trade, right? Google reads your content, sends you traffic in return. 6 months ago, that ratio changed to 6 pages crawled for every 1 visitor it sent back. Today, Google crawls 18 pages for every single visitor it sends to websites. They're taking 9 times more than they're giving back compared to a decade ago. But Google looks generous compared to the newer AI companies. Openai, the makers of ChatGPT, used to crawl 250 pages for every visitor they sent. Now, it's 1,500 to 1. And Anthropic? They crawl 60,000 pages for every visitor they send back. 60,000! That's not a partnership, that's strip mining. What makes this particularly painful is that these AI systems were trained on content from the very websites they're now starving for visitors. Every article, every blog post, every piece of expert knowledge that makes AI useful came from somewhere. The AI companies took that content, built billion-dollar businesses on it, and now they're cutting off the oxygen supply to the creators. This explains why you're seeing more paywalls, more aggressive ads, and why some of your favorite sites might be disappearing. When traffic drops by 20 or 30%, that's lost ad revenue, lost subscriptions, lost everything. Small publishers are getting hit the hardest. They can't afford lawyers to fight back like the big media companies now suing AI firms. The really twisted part? AI search is only replacing about 10% of the lost traditional search traffic. So websites are losing 30% of their visitors, but AI search engines are only sending back a third of that. The rest just vanishes. People get their answers and move on. It's creating this weird paradox. Search engines need fresh, quality content to stay relevant. But if they keep showing AI summaries instead of sending traffic to content creators, who's going to make that content? Why would anyone write articles, create guides, or share expertise if an AI is just going to copy it and ensure nobody ever visits their site? We're watching the internet eat itself. The same ecosystem that made Google worth over $1 trillion is being dismantled by Google's own AI. And once these websites start shutting down because they can't afford to operate, where will the AI get new information? Old data? Made up facts?